All right, happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome into another edition of the Morning Edge, DeadPresPicks, joined as always by SlopRules. And John, we come into this one, hotter than the left sink handle right now. How are we feeling?
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. We're on fire. It almost hurts to be this on fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm starting to feel a little bad. Yeah, I'm like, we can mix in a loss here or there, but they're not happening at the moment. You know, just we cannot lose. Even when we maybe should lose, we can't. It's not happening.
The books, I mean, these people have families too, and we're out here just making a mockery out of their entire existence. I kind of feel bad about this point.
Yeah, it's not cool. Also, I just want to point out early basketball game today, John, 2 p.m. Eastern time.
I saw that.
I don't know. I think I'm betting Wagner. I think.
Okay, see, I tried to find something to hang on to. Anything. My bar for a game that early is very low.
Yes.
If I just find something, some guy has crabs or something, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm betting the other way. Anything. But I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, it was definitely tough. But let's go over last night's slate. So start with mine. West Virginia against Iowa State. John, I'm not going to lie. I was getting a lot of hate mail in the second half about this game. It looked like Iowa State was going to minimally cover it. It was kind of back and forth. Iowa State, they were winning, West Virginia was winning by 15, right? Early in the game, they came out hot, feeling good, but then it tightened up. Second half, Iowa State took the lead back. Free throws got me to it, and it was a wild cover. They were up by 3 with 6 seconds. Iowa State gets an offensive foul. Absolutely insane. There's just no way that it should have hit. But it did. It should have pushed. I'll say it should have pushed. But you know what? When you're hot, you get those breaks. That's a style game.
Yep. It's like being an NBA superstar.
Exactly.
Pretty much. A foul, that's a foul.
Yes.
Yeah. No. I'll be honest with you. Whenever you said that play, I was pretty sure that was going to be a real butt squeezer. You know what I mean? You don't really know which way it's going. It's you're going to watch to the end. You had entertainment value checked off the second you said it. Yes. And then I even think I said they're probably going to cover with free throws at the end, something like that. I was I thought it was a beautiful pick. I was that's perfect for the people. You know what I mean? Really get the juices flowing, and it did. It got the juices flowing so much that you got hate mail.
I did. Yeah, my DMs were filled with hate mail. But then how about yours?
That's how you get the juices flowing, though, Matt.
We got to talk about yours. All right. So Jordan Poole, top point scorer, plus 900. I mean, you nailed this one. And then we said Dame over too. If you're going to get nervous, you nailed that one. So I mean, what do you think about this?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I came on here yesterday. I told you. You know what I mean? What am I going to say? I told you so now. I said hey, this is crazy that they're giving us plus 900 for this because he could easily lead that game scoring, and he did. Unfortunately I fell asleep. I'm not ashamed to admit that I fell asleep. And I missed the entire thing. I saw maybe third quarter-ish is when last thing I kind of remember. And then the next thing I know, I was waking up this morning, checking my phone to find out if, what happened. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you, man, it was an electric cover, especially since that scumbag came on our chat yesterday. Remember how I found the comments?
He fired you up.
Mad that I gave out a plus 900, but he was give us a real bet.
Yeah.
And I'm
buddy, this is real.
Yeah, this is a plus. This is a 5 alarm or 9 alarm, really, if you wanted to call it that, banger.
Yeah.
What are we doing if we don't want this? I don't understand what you guys want. But I think he only speaks for the morons. I think the 99.9% of the other people were all what's this guy's problem? So there is that. So I don't blame everyone else. I blame just that one guy.
Okay. Yeah, we'll blame him. Hopefully he's back today. I hope that guy gets back today.
I got the comments on.
Yeah, now John's the comment guy for the next.
I got the comments up. They're up and running. I can see them. So there they are.
So there it is. So we have them ready. But no, nonetheless, we have not lost a pick this week. Now it's Thursday. Now this could be a legacy last week for you, as most people know. Your last episode's tomorrow with us, so. This could be that if you end your run on the Morning Edge 5-0 with a 900, that's insane. I mean
No, I was thinking about that, Matt. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that. It's kind of when you're getting traded at the end. You're I could mail it in, or I could just go nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now that they're getting rid of me before the trade deadline, getting a good package in return. Now I'm just giving the fans what they want. You know what I mean?
Very true. Yeah, that's very, very true. All right, so there it is for today. We have the Wednesday betting recap. A whole lot of green. If you're new to the program, we're going to give you 2 new picks at the end. We have a lot of new guys this week, John.
Yep.
So
green is good if you're new.
And green is good. Yes, if you see green check
green,
marks, that does mean you won. So
no big
there's
deal.
our betting recap. We're gonna keep it rolling today, but a lot to get into, sandwiched in between these picks, including some NBA talk. Is that where we're going next? We're going to the NBA next?
Yeah, I think we were talking about KD trade.
We're talking KD. All right, so here we go. That was great, though, yeah. Big trade last night, John. You were sleeping.
I was sleeping.
I was up trying to find my lunch money picks, trying to, get those late night plays in, and then boom, the tweet comes up, KD to the Suns. I think they gave a lot back, right? But you got to go all in. Chris Paul, he maybe a year or 2 left, and somehow they kept DeAndre Ayton. So I love Mikal Bridges. He's a local guy. I think he's a really good player. Cam Johnson, a lot of picks. Here's the thing, though, John, with NBA draft picks, if you're given a 20th to 30th first round pick, I don't look at it like a big deal. You know what I mean?
Nope.
They should be good until KD's gone. So, you should be giving up a late round pick every year. So I don't think it's the end of the world. I actually thought it was a good trade for kind of both teams, but now the Suns. So their odds moves from, I think they were plus 1,200 last night, right? And then
something like that.
The trade happened.
I was asleep.
Yeah, and then the trade happened.
The whole thing. I missed everything.
At 2 a.m., I know they were plus 650. Now they're down to 425. Which probably means people are just running to kind of hammer this. And I don't blame you. It's fun. Why not?
No.
What do you think? If there's a team on this list that you like the value on, or just think that they can get it done, what's your thoughts?
I mean, just go to future you in June or whatever, May, in the conference championships, and be like, all right, whatever team you root for, you're like, all right, cool, we got to play the Suns. All they have is Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Ayton. It's oh shit, we might be in trouble. That's a lot of guys. Especially with what Dallas did. You kind of had to match that. I mean, Kyrie and Luka, will probably be able to keep you in games in the playoffs. You know what I mean? No matter what. So now you need to answer. Again, not that the Mavericks are this behemoth, that can't be beat. I'm just saying that, they did get better. So I think the Suns really trumped them though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I just hope he can play because he always seems to go somewhere and then he can't play.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Interesting, the Mavs odds aren't even on this list, so they're not.
Yeah, I was looking at the Mavs. I'm like, where are they?
They're plus 1,500 too.
They're plus 15, yeah.
Yeah, they're also 15.
They're not. That's not a bad team right now, the Mavs. But I said, now it's over. Now you don't even think about Kyrie going there with Luka just because of this. It
kind of overshadows it. Also, shout out to Jakob Poeltl. He got traded 4 minutes before. We don't want to look over the fact that he is now a Toronto Raptor. So, that's got to be tough. You get traded and everyone's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then KD gets traded. So shout out to you for, we didn't forget that you're now a Raptor. But anyway, I like the Clips with the value here. If we're just talking title teams, they've really underperformed. Thing with the Clippers, John, is lately Kawhi and George have been on the same court. George is struggling a little bit as of late, but Kawhi kind of looks like he's back to that top 10 NBA player. And if George gets hot, when he's clicking, he's pushing the top 15 type of talent. Thing with the Clippers too is I think they're deeper than a lot of people realize. You're bringing Norm Powell off the bench. Yeah, he's a bucket. He was
on fire last night.
Yeah, you got some guys on that team. So I think the Clippers. I think Ty Lue's one of the best coaches in the NBA. At that value, at that price, and the West is wide open. The Nuggets are fake. The Nuggets
I was just thinking that. Yeah, the West
is the best team. Yeah, Suns are the best team on paper. But here's the thing: Chris Paul has really not looked good this year. Devin Booker just seems like he always chokes. DeAndre Ayton kind of seems like he chokes. The Suns don't have that. I don't know, that guy. Now KD obviously, talent-wise.
KD helps.
Yeah, KD helps.
I'm thinking now though, is this a real ring?
Oh no, it's not. If KD wins this ring, It's not a real ring. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you get Chris Paul. Like Chris Paul, it's a real ring for
He's on another super team.
because he's so old. But and Booker, it'd be real for
That's
kind
a
of.
good. That's a good question.
But
Is
like,
it
is it real?
How does
Like,
the KD and Booker thing work out? Because it was Booker's team, but it kind of isn't anymore. It's a little different than the Steph thing because Steph was already kind of crowned by the time
yeah,
KD got there.
Mhm.
Booker isn't. So I'm
no,
curious how that dynamic works.
that's a good question.
Good point. It's a good
I
point.
think
Yeah.
it's KD's team, which means that it's a super team, so it's over.
So if they win the NBA Finals, I mean he'll get the same hate. It's not as bad as Golden State. Obviously, they're not as good as that Golden State team, but like
Yeah,
I mean it's kind of proven that he has not been able to do it. I mean, heck, the Nets were a super team. They at one point
yeah.
like he couldn't even win on a super team. They had James Harden and Kyrie, and like they had a good bench, right? Like they had a lot of like depth on that team. I remember there was like a whole tweet about it, like ESPN, like how many are they going to win? So yeah, I think if the Suns win, it's like when the Lakers won the bubble. It's like a Mickey ring. It doesn't really.
Yeah,
count.
it doesn't matter. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't count. No, my Robin Lopez had a great tweet last night. He said, "Yeah, you saw that." It's like this is like in Muppets Take Manhattan when the Muppets couldn't take Manhattan, so they all just separated and left Manhattan. It's like this is exactly like that, and they're kind of like a lot of they look like Muppets. So like
Robin,
the whole thing just works.
Robin Lopez is the best. Yeah, but I'm taking the value. I'm locking it in today, John. $100 on the Clippers. Clippers NBA Finals. Why not? And I think today they'll be active. I bet you they add a couple guys at the deadline that we're not expecting. I can't wait for the trade deadline to like actually get fired up. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah. Well, this is a hell of an appetizer.
That was a good appetizer. We got some comments, John. KD's a snake. CP3 allergic to rings, so no Suns final for me. I agree with that. CP3 just cannot win ever. It's just no matter what, he's a regular season warrior. You know, once the playoffs come, I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's the teams he's been on. The other thing with CP3 is apparently they were like trying to trade him to Brooklyn, right? Like for Kyrie. Yes, I did shave. I'm sorry. So I couldn't leave that beard. It did not look good. But the good thing is the pick won yesterday while I was shaved, so we can't be too worried about that. So,
somebody wants them all to lose.
Yeah. I don't know if they can all lose. Who would win if they all? Maybe he means like everyone on this list loses.
Yeah.
Out of the East, it's gonna be Boston or Milwaukee right now. I'm very mad at my Sixers.
Boston looked good last night.
What's wrong with the Sixers? Did they play last night, Matt?
Yes, they did. And they lost. How many starters? Okay, so Horford was out. Williams was out. Jaylen Brown played a half, and he played.
Smart was out.
Smart was out. Okay, yeah, so it was without 4 starters. Okay, yeah, that's bad. The thing with the Sixers is they have Boston owns us right now, so I can't even lie. But no value on the Sixers till they figure it out. The trade deadline is today. What time does it end? Do you guys know? 4:00.
Is it today?
Didn't they move it to 6?
Oh, did they move
it? Yeah, because I think there's one.
Somebody has the Cavs in the finals. I kind of like that.
Cavs in the finals is good.
I don't think this isn't like usually I do a list of teams that can win. There's too many of them.
Yeah,
it's kind of wide open.
Someone just mentioned the Warriors. That is really good value because like it doesn't matter where they're seated. Like they could go as like an 8th seed and just make it through the playoffs on the road because they have so much experience.
Yep.
That one shocked me. Lakers. What do you think about the Lakers trade? You like that D'Angelo Russell move?
No.
No, you don't like it? Doesn't move
it. D'Angelo Russell now.
Yeah, I think he's better.
Every time I see his name on the roster, I'm like, all right, so they can't win.
Gotta be better.
You know what I mean? Like so that hurts.
It's bad, but it's like an upgrade over Russ. You know what I mean?
Maybe it hurts.
And I actually like some of the other guys that they added. I thought Vanderbilt. I think Malik Beasley will fit well there. He could shoot the lights out when he gets hot. Yeah, so we got to monitor that. A lot of people liking the Warriors. Yeah.
Hold up, guys. I just saw this come across from Brian Windhorst. It's interesting. If you think it's over, it ain't over. Kyrie really was interested in being in Phoenix, so just start thinking about that.
That would be crazy. No, he can't go to Phoenix. If he goes to Phoenix, the NBA is like ruined.
Yeah.
Wait, where would he even play? Like, what would you bench CP3?
They have to trade CP3, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, but then wouldn't Durant leave at that point? Like, aren't they? I don't know. They're like playing a game of chase.
Yeah, are they like friends, Kyrie and? Well, apparently Kyrie last night just said, "I'm happy he's out of there." You know whose fault it really is, guys? It's Ben Simmons' fault. He went there and he just blew up that team. Yeah. So, and there were people who were like, "Yeah, good deal. You guys got you guys got Ben Simmons for James Harden, who's like a walking double-double, and he's having the best year shooting the basketball from three of his career. So, yeah, good deal there for the Nets. But, yeah, that would be crazy if Kyrie, in the offseason, Kyrie's not staying with the Mavs. I'm telling you that now. He's like he's going somewhere. It's going to either be
like – I watched him last night. He looks funny.
Yeah. He's just a funny guy. I mean, he's just like an interesting. It's fun
in
to
that Mavericks uniform. I don't know. I bet you. I'm telling you, like Luka and him in the playoffs. I mean, those are scorers. Like so you have that. Like, I don't know what to think. I'm saying, I guess is what I mean. Like I don't know that you could just be like, yeah, they're an easy out. It's like I don't know.
I don't think they're an easy out, but yeah, I think their issue is going to be like in the paint. Like their centers are pretty. Like Christian Wood's a good offensive player, but defensively
he can't defend.
Yeah, I don't know if they're.
Are we also forgetting that like Kyrie's had one good playoff series in the last 6 years?
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. It'll be fun to monitor to watch it. So there's our NBA odds. Big day in the NBA. A lot. We'll be talking throughout the day. The trade deadline. We'll see what happens. Obviously, there's gonna be a ton of trades. Maybe none as big as the KD trade, right? But there's gonna be a lot.
No, you can't. I mean, you like that's what I'm saying. Like it kind of ruined the trade deadline.
Yeah.
In a way, because it's like, all right, so now we're just gonna get a bunch of ones where you're like, oh shit, I forgot he was there. You know, that kind of thing. Because like we already saw the big one, and they're just gonna talk about that. So all the little ones are gonna go across the bottom.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like where you're like, man, like you go to do like your player props, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not betting the NBA today until like 4:30. Like I am very low. You do not know.
Follow it live.
Yeah, nobody knows who's going to be on anyone's roster. And Russell Westbrook will be a Chicago Bull. That's my prediction. He's going to be on.
Okay, yeah, Westbrook's gone, right?
Yeah, I think the Jazz like have his rights right now, but I think they're going to buy him out. There's obviously they're in like a rebuild. They're not going to.
Yeah, but he can't play for Utah because of last year.
Oh yeah, I forgot he hates Utah. Yeah, there was.
Yeah, like he can't play there. So.
No, yeah, okay, yeah, definitely get Russ out of Utah. Give him Russ is having a good year. You know, Russ is the second favorite to win Sixth Man of the Year behind Malcolm Brogdon, and he was like the favorite until last week. So he's gonna help a team. It's just funny because it's Russ.
Yeah, will it be like his sixth team now? Like he was with the Thunder forever, right? He's going to retire there, and then now he's played for 5 teams.
Yeah.
Like 3 years.
All right, so breaking news: the Boston Celtics just acquired big man Mike Muscala. So you guys got Moose, Nigel. How do you feel about that? Little shooting for the what's he take? Like he takes Luke Cornett's spot off the bench.
Probably need backup depth because Robert Williams doesn't play every game.
Yeah, I think that's some shooting that they had, but like that. These are the trades we're talking about. You'll see.
Yeah, that's the game where you're like, oh, I didn't know he was on the team. Like,
Celtic now? Yeah, like, I didn't see that coming. Blake Griffin last night, best shooting performance ever in the first quarter. But
wait, the Celtics played last night? Did the Celtics play? Let me check the score. Hold on.
Boston is sending Justin Jackson away. If you care about that, I don't think that he played at all. All right, so NBA talk fun. As we said, we'll monitor it through the day. We'll keep talking some NBA, but we got some NFL too, guys. This is the biggest week of the season. I was saying this week feels like it's taking 5 years. Probably not for you guys, but for me because the Eagles Chiefs. Super Bowl talk, John. Let's get to it. So we see the line again. Not doing a whole lot. We've been monitoring this every day the last 2 weeks. The spread 69% of the bets and 71% of the handle on Philly. Moneyline bets 55%. On Kansas City, and then 50% of the handle on Kansas City. So, again, from where we've been, not a whole lot of movement. If you're new to the show, John, let's just kind of tell the people again what we're liking and, get it out of the way.
Orange Gatorade, right? We were on that.
Yeah.
That was a big one. I don't know. I'm getting there. You ever watch wrestling?
Not often. I can't lie. I'm not a wrestling guy.
Like when you were a little kid? Yeah, I was big wrestling when I was like under like 9 or 10.
Okay.
Remember when they put you in the sleeper hold, they lift your hand up and it falls down twice, and then finally on the third one it almost makes it down, but then all of a sudden you start shaking, you're coming back. That's where I'm at right now. Like it's almost all the way down for the third time, and now I'm coming back. Like I'm ready. Okay. You know what I mean? I think that I might be ready to make a decision because yeah, dude, a lot of mental simulations have gone into this week for me. I mean, I barely slept. You know what I mean? Like it's just I only sleep whenever my plus 900 bets are cashing. Yeah. But no, it's it's a tough game to predict, man. I got the Chiefs winning this thing, but I'm kind of wanting to see where the line moves, man. It's scaring me that they're still dogs.
Yeah,
I have to pivot and make another move.
take the Eagles with me. I mean,
Well,
why
you
not?
can't take the Eagles because I got a list, Matt. Like my
Sure.
list is solid. A lot of people are chipping away at the conspiracy theory too, that the reason why I didn't have the Eagles on the list all season long was because I was trying to reverse jinx it because of my future.
I believe that.
I mean, I'm not in a position to confirm nor deny that. You know what I mean?
Have you seen like Big Cat has like that huge ticket on the Eagles' future? That could be you. Like you have like a secret ticket out there somewhere. I don't hate that. I mean, that would be an all-time reverse jinx if you reverse jinx them the entire season. But no, I'm staying on Philly. I mean, if you guys don't know, I am an Eagles fan, obviously. So there's no way I'm not being biased here. But I do think Philly still has the advantages. They have the advantage everywhere, John, except the quarterback position. I mean, Mahomes is way better. I heard someone like arguing that like Hurts wasn't that far off Mahomes, and I was like, dude, like what?
Wow.
Yeah, and it's not. That's not a knock on Hurts. I love Hurts.
Yeah, we're talking Patrick Mahomes. Like, I mean, like,
he's light years ahead of like everyone.
Matt, I got a question for you. Is there a bigger gap between Hurts and Mahomes or Foles and Brady?
Oh well, Foles is better than Brady. I think
Foles beat Brady, didn't he?
I think Foles beat Brady. Yeah. I think Nick Foles had a better career. I think Nick Foles had a better
caught a touchdown in that game too.
Yeah, and he caught a touchdown. Yeah, I would say Foles actually had a better career than Brady.
Pretty much like Jerry Rice.
Because he got to be a
backup. You know who else caught touchdowns in the Super Bowl? Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice and Nick Foles.
Yeah, in that class.
Yeah, I don't think Brady ever caught one in the Super Bowl. Did he? Touchdown? I don't.
Did not.
He's
thrown a few
though. Pass once, but he fell down.
Yeah, he might have thrown a couple, but yeah, I mean, I would say Foles is. I would say Foles had a better all-time career. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. The advantages though at the offensive and defensive line, big time secondary. So yeah, outside of everything, Philly like clears Kansas City by a good amount.
I'm still kind of thinking over. I am. The great Connor Allen, who's been on the show, he beat us in the Thunderdome.
He did. One of the rare people to beat us in the Thunderdome.
Yeah, no, we had to like jump him to get him out of there. Like we couldn't take him one-on-one. Like we literally had to both of us jump him to get him out because like he was just embarrassing us every day. But anyways, he was talking about the over the other day and like making all kinds of sense. But the only people I'm listening to are the total people because the side has got me in a pretzel.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely a tough decision. But
that's the only thing too. You got to watch who you listen to. That's Super Bowl. Because, man, you can get caught up in some nonsense. Like
you
so easily. It's not the content guys' fault. It's not totally their fault. They have to talk about one single football game for 2 weeks. I mean,
you
start to scrape the bottom of the barrel after a while.
Yeah, you just start talking about anything. Someone did say that Kansas City, that's not true. That they think like overall they are better than Eagles in some places. I just want to know like where, like I'm not trying to be mean, but like I want to hear like where's Kansas City better? They're not offensive line, definitely not.
Walk me through that, yeah.
Yeah, wide receivers, no. Oh, tight end they are. Okay, I'll give you tight end. Kicker, I don't know. Jake Elliott, he's never missed in the playoffs. I think Bucker's missed in the playoffs.
That's true.
Yeah, but Butker can hit one from the parking lot.
Bucker probably has a bigger leg, but I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe punter. Okay, our punter sucks. You guys have Tommy Townsend. That's true. So you guys got the punter.
Not a great punter,
yeah. Good punter hair. Apparently he talks some shit on the team too, according to.
Honestly, man, I respect a shit talking punter.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what you need.
Yeah, Andy Reid off a bye. I mean, technically it's a bye. All right, I'll give you guys that, but that's about it. That's the only ground I'm giving them. So then, what we have to do also, we've been doing one prop a day. What do we got today? We don't even know.
Nigel, what'd you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're talking player props. Now I can start talking.
All right, let's start with Jalen Hurts, my quarterback. 239 is the number. Now, here's the thing with Hurts, and a lot of people are respectfully not too smart when it comes to talking about his passing yards. Everyone's like, well, the last 2 games he hasn't gone over. He struggled. The reason for that, John, is they've been beating the hell out of teams. Yeah, and not throwing the ball in the second half. So, like, against the 49ers, there was zero reason to throw the ball. because their quarterback didn't have an arm. So the only way the Eagles were going to lose that game was like 2 pick sixes. Like San Francisco's defense had a better chance to score. Against the Giants, they were up, I think it was 55-6 at half. It was like something crazy. They were killing them at half. No way. There's no way that you're throwing.
And also, too, you want to keep the clock moving.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing the ball? Like, for what?
Yes.
So, I mean, dude, that's what's killing me here. Is if the game script's right, then you're good. But if it's not, he's not even going to approach this number. And that's the problem. It's like, is Kansas City, how effective are they going to be at moving the ball? Which I think they could be. But what if they're not? And then what if the Eagles can run? Yes. Now the passing props are absolutely ruined. And that's where I'm stuck, man. Because these numbers are good. These books are good. They're going to try to outsmart us. And I'm right now they have, but it's not done yet, Matt. We still got time.
John, I also someone did say that the Chiefs have a better defensive line. That's not even really close. The Eagles led the league with 70 sacks, so that can't be the case. Chris Jones being the best defensive player on the field. Again, Hassan Reddick, best defensive player on the field right now. Chris Jones is really good, but this year Reddick's had the best. And then where they're going to line up, Chris Jones he's an inside guy, right? I don't think he's going to have an advantage over Kelsey. The Eagles have the best O-line in football. They're going to struggle, I think, in this game to get pressure on Hurts. So the Chiefs have a good defensive line. I'd say they're top 5 in football, but they're not as good as the Eagles.
I think you can run on them.
I think so too.
I just do. I think you can run on them.
I think so. I mean, the Eagles, they love to run the ball too, right? I mean,
I know the numbers say they have a top 5 run. I'm saying, but this is one game. Like that top 5 is based on playing teams that maybe can't run the ball so well, blah, blah, blah. Maybe game script hurt. Like there's all these things that went into those games. Mm-hmm. I just think that there's a chance that the Eagles will be able to run the ball. They haven't played the Eagles yet. They haven't played an offense like that yet. Like really, that's the Eagles. So like,
they haven't played a line like that.
It's not, like I said, you can't look at all the regular season stats and just be like, oh, here it is. You know what I mean? You have to really. You got to do a real big deep dive, man.
Yeah, well, the other thing, like you said, with the run defense is game script. Kansas City's usually beating teams so bad that teams have to throw in the second half. So that definitely helps. Look at the rushing.
DVOA numbers might come in, but I mean, how much do I really trust those? You know, so it's like, I don't know. You have to just eyeball test, man. I mean, I've been watching games. I've been watching all kinds of film this whole week.
Oh, you're breaking games?
I've been checking them all. See, Matt, I'm rich, man. I got Game Pass.
Yeah.
You know, I can go back like $100 a year. You know what I mean? No big deal. I don't even expense it.
Yeah.
But,
that's
big
flex. I like that. Yeah. You've been watching film.
You can go back and watch, and there's been times where the Chiefs did not look great on the ground.
Oh wow, that's it. Chris Jones has 2 sacks in the playoffs in his career all last week.
That's not bad. So he's hot.
Yeah, he can't be the best defensive player. That's not allowed. So Patrick.
See those things. See, I'll warn you with those though. Those change.
Yeah.
Like by the time you know a guy's really good on defense, he's not any good anymore, and there's another guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, or he's not really good anymore, and there's another guy. Like, there's always another guy. That's how it works. I think Jones might be the guy right now, but that's one guy. Like the Eagles don't have enough. The Super Bowl by getting beat by one guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can game.
What do we think of this Mahomes numbers, guys?
I'm gonna go over because I think they're gonna be down and throwing the ball out in the second half. The thing is, like you see, we talked about this number is just skyrocketed up. So I'm not betting this, but if I was gonna, I don't think I want a Patrick Mahomes under in my pocket. I don't know.
No.
It's a big number though.
Not in the Super Bowl.
No, you don't want a Mahomes under ever.
I mean, dude, you're sitting there watching again. Go to future you. You're watching the game. And you have a Mahomes under. You're around all your friends, their wives. You know, there's a whole Super Bowl party, and you're the idiot with the under. As this guy sets a Super Bowl record because the Eagles jumped out to an early lead, and now he has 450 yards passing, trying to catch up because he can do that. Dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that sucks. Like that's not a fun night. No. Now you're hammered, arguing with people. it's just not going to be fun. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't.
Yeah. That's when you start looking like too sharp. Like, oh, I bet Mahomes. It's like
now you're cute.
You know what it's like. You know what it's like. Betting LeBron James under. It's the same.
Yeah.
Thing.
So, 100%. A good call. That's exactly what it is.
What it's like.
It's to the point where it's like, what are you doing? Like, why would you even do that?
Why are you doing it? Yeah, there's no way. I will say, too, before we close out the prop segment, Eagles minus 13.5. It's going to hold some value. I took it against the Giants. I took it against 49ers. They might win this game, John, by 14 plus. That's the thing. Milwaukee Bucks just acquired Jay Crowder. All right, breaking news. So
he went to where? He was part of that Brooklyn deal, right?
Yeah, they threw him in the Brooklyn deal, and then they got. We knew they were going to keep shipping him. Damn, that's a big.
He went playoff series though. That's
big. Crowder's a big role player. Like he's a 3-and-D guy. That's a big pickup for the Bucks. I like that a lot. I don't like it because I'm a Sixers fan. So the East keeps getting better, and the Sixers haven't done anything. So just wanted to update that. But getting back to the NFL for a moment, I think me and you are in alignment. Take Mahomes over, no doubt. Why not? Why would you take
you can't take the under.
No, you cannot take the under. All right. Now is this our last segment, guys? We got the best bets of the daytime. This is the best.
Yeah, I think we need to throw.
Do you want to make your ladder announcement before we get there?
All right. Yeah. Can I tweet it out there? Because then otherwise people are like, they don't know if I'm doing it or not. All right. So the ladder announcement's exciting. Here we go. So what we're gonna do for the ladder, I'm gonna announce my ladder pick. I can't give a time, but it's gonna be today. All right. It's gonna be this afternoon. Day 10 ladder pick drops this afternoon. That's all you guys need to know. So this show pick is not a ladder pick. My official ladder pick will drop this afternoon. All right. I'm going to do a big giveaway with it. OddsChecker is doing a big giveaway with it, and here it is. All right. All you have to do, you can win $500. Someone's winning $500 if this thing wins, or even if it doesn't win. All you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's it. It's at OddsChecker US. It'll literally take you about 4 seconds. So subscribe to the OddsChecker US channel. Yeah, why not? You get $500 at OddsChecker US. Make sure to do it. I'm going to personally do a big giveaway also on this pick because if we win, John, we win $10,000. I mean, I don't want all that. I want to share it. I want to spread it to people. But
quite a bit of money.
Yeah, what?
Especially when you start with $10.
Yeah, right. I mean, this was a little $10 bill that has turned into this. Look what we can do. So. This is how you guys enter one more time. Subscribe to the OddsChecker US YouTube channel at OddsChecker US. The official pick will drop this afternoon. Get those notifications on. Be ready to go. That's my day 10 announcement. So here we go. Fired up. It's like the decision, John. Remember when LeBron did the decision? Yep. That's pretty much what this is. The decision.
Well, it is. It's a very big decision too.
Huge decision. This might be bigger than LeBron's decision. That is possible. So we want to keep our eyes out for that. Why can't I tell us now? That's just how it works. We got it.
Yeah, I wish he could.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron didn't tell you guys right away. He immediately.
Nope. So he went on ESPN.
Yeah, I'm not.
Have to get cable for this.
Yeah, I'm not even going on ESPN. I'm actually gonna stay here. So yeah, the official announcement will be done this afternoon. But make sure you guys enter one last time at OddsChecker US YouTube channel. All right, a lot of people telling us they subscribed. Let us know if you subscribed in the comments. We like to know. All right, to tonight's picks, John. We are hot. We're on a little 6-0 run this week, dating back. I think we're 8-0 since the last couple shows. What do we got? What do we got for tonight? Thursday best bets. You go.
All right, so I like to do the teams that we've never heard of before.
I love it.
I think I found a good one here. It's at 7 p.m., which is huge because I need something at 7. It's bowling night tonight, obviously, so you don't want to have too much going into that. You want to have it wrapped up and then have the maybe the late TNT game, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? So here's what I'm doing. Gardner-Webb, Radford, over 58 first half. All right, here's the thing. These two teams play so slow, okay? That's why the number's 58. Usually you're going to see 60s no matter what, at the minimum, but 58 is that's super low. But they, tighten up in the second half, especially the Gardner-Webb kids. These kids are front runners big time. The last 3 games, 46, 36, 28 in the first half. Could you imagine if they dropped 46 tonight in the first half? We only need
crazy.
58. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be pretty good, right?
Yes.
So, on top of that, though, Radford, they're doing the same type of stuff. They'll still kind of go after a little bit in the second half, but the first half, dude, they're hanging points every single time. They just dropped the 40 burger last time out against Winthrop, who plays pretty slow as well. We got two teams that could go 40 burger here. With no questions asked, and all we need is 58 points in the first half. I don't see how this thing stays under in the first half. It's actually already moving. I've seen a 58.5 on the board. I bet you it gets up to 60.
I bet you it does too. I bet you it does. I'm all in. All right, John's got Radford Gardner Webb over 58 first half. So this is to keep our streak going, right? Our perfect streak. So I'm going to throw in a little parlay here, John. We get interesting, a little plus money one too. Again, not a lot of bet. All right, we're gonna start this thing. We're gonna kick it off in West Lafayette. We're going to Mackey Arena here. We got Purdue at home against Iowa. I'm taking Purdue on the money line to start the parlay. Here's why: Purdue has not lost back-to-back games all season long. One loss at home total this season. Iowa struggled a bit on the road. This team, the best team in the nation, right? Zach Edey's going to eat tonight. I think defensively, they're going to be way too much to handle for Iowa. Iowa likes to play at a quick pace. They like to play their kind of style of game. That's not going to happen against Purdue. Purdue's a really good team, and a lot of people might think it's because of the offense. This is one of the best defenses in the nation. They're going to control the pace of this game. They're going to kind of muck it up a little bit. Iowa's not going to be able to play at that pace. So
they got the big kid, right?
What'd you say?
They got the big kid, Purdue, right?
Yeah, they got Edey, Zach Edey. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's just gonna dominate the game. Who cares? Let him take over. And then to close this out, we are going to go with the Oregon Ducks on the money line. So we get them at home too, John, in Eugene tonight. Big
late game.
Late game. We're staying up late tonight, guys. 11 p.m. I think they get it done at home. They get USC at home. Big game for them if they would have any chance of sticking around to make the big dance. The Pac-12 sucks this year. I think they have like 3 teams right now in the tournament, maybe. This is a big game. This is a big game for Oregon. They need to win this game. I like them at home. They've been a really good home team. Oregon has 10 losses this year. 5 of them are against ranked opponents. So they have some quality losses along the way. They obviously have some bad losses mixed in there. But they've actually handled opponents that they should be able to handle pretty good. They have some big home wins this year. I think they take care of business at home. So there we go. Purdue money line, Oregon money line. It gets you to plus 105, not a ladder. Also, the Lakers just made another trade. These trades are so fun. They just traded Thomas Bryant to the Nuggets for Davion Reed. That's kind of weird. Thomas Bryant was like good. Maybe it's because he posted up for the ball when LeBron shot that. You see that?
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, yeah, we're trading you.
Get my rebound, kid.
Yeah.
Like, ball's not coming into you, man.
It's very possible. That could be what we just saw happen. But there's our ladder pick, or not our ladder picks. There's our picks for tonight. Make sure you guys lock them in. We are very hot at the moment, and if we win these, John, we'll have a perfect week going into your last episode. How cool would that be?
Oh, that would be amazing. I mean, it's one of those things. Sometimes you got to prove yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to go out with a bang. Go out with a bang. So definitely for that. All right, that'll wrap us up. Now, do we have any giveaways that we have to do, or are we good?
We're good.
No giveaways today? All right. Yeah, just make sure you guys subscribe to the OddsChecker YouTube channel. We will plug that so you can win $500 for the ladder challenge. That'll be all. Big episode tomorrow, John. It's going to be it. So stay tuned.
Doing shirt and tie?
Suit and tie. Yeah, we're gonna wear suits tomorrow.
Maybe.
For John's last episode.
Suit up.
Suit up for John's final episode. Make sure you guys are back here. Big time episode tomorrow. Let's lock in. We'll have more Super Bowl talk along the way, and we will see you guys then. Hope you all have an awesome day.